open up the tap all the way out, and then taking the radiator key to hopefully release any pressure in there. There we go. And as we can see straight away, water starts to come out. So to remove the radiator, what I need to do is just undo those bottom nuts. That'll release it from the pipe work. There's one on either side. But I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to turn the radiator up on an angle to drain the last of the fluids out before undoing the other side, and then the whole radiator will just lift straight off the wall. As you can see, this pipe's just going to come loose straight away. Oh wow, it looks like I'm not going to be able to reuse them, so it's quite a mess. But I'll just tip it up on the end. And because the room's also going to be redecorated, before I put the radiator on and mark out where I'm going to do my holes, etc. for the pipe work, I need to remove a section of this wallpaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a line across the top of the wallpaper here, and then strip it off down below, and then the wallpaper, the rest of the wall can be left and done at a later stage, but at least we haven't got to worry about trying to get this off from behind the radiator once it's been fitted. So a quick tip, once you've installed the brackets on the wall for your radiator and you've got it all perfectly plumb and level, is to drill a small hole in the wall and insert a screw, because as you can see on these brackets, they've got quite large holes for adjustment, and by doing that you make sure you lock it in place, and so there's no up or down movement when you put your radiator on, and it should just stay solid. So one thing I've just discovered, having lifted this last bit of floorboard out of the way to make it easier for my chasing, is that this piece is very loose. Obviously been bodged in when the house was built, and it's not even level. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm just going to prise this off and just bang a couple of screws in, so I can put the floor back down again afterwards. It's still pretty loose on there, but as you can see, this board is also moving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a clamp to brace across the whole lot, and I'm going to drive some screws on either side just to toughen it up a bit. Now you could use a compression clamp to do this, which is like the ratchet style ones, but I recommend you don't, because you will never get enough strength to pull the timber together. When as it happens, this G-clamp's actually too small to brace right across all 4 pieces of timber, so I'm going to have to do one half to the main bit and then go back the other way afterwards. So as you can see, well you can't see, but here we go. I drove it in far too hard and I've actually split the timber, so I'm actually going to rip it all off and put a new piece on. Okay, so what happened was that I actually put another block of wood underneath here, just underneath here, and then added another bit of wood across here. So no wonder it was all very wibbly wobbly. So I've got to cut these nails out because I can't physically get them. I've got the screw head there as well from what I just put in, so I'll cut that off too. And then see if I can find a bigger piece of timber to properly brace it across where it needs to go. So some of you may recognise this piece of oak timber from a previous video that I made. But you can see that's all nice and solid on there now, and it runs the full course underneath the floorboard here. and there's an overlap there. So, but it's not going to be a high traffic area, because obviously there's not a walkway there, because it's directly below where the radiator is going to be. Radiator is mounted on the wall in its correct position. I've loosely put on the valves on the sides to make sure that they do line up with my chases. So come back for the next episode to see whether an electrician, i.e. me, can actually do some plumbing. And hopefully we won't have any more disasters like I had down here. See you very soon on the next episode.